And look at these graffiti. This is the one thing that I actually appreciate somehow here in the Czech Republic. You have graffiti like this, and they don't look like somebody vandalized it. Although, of course, everybody knows that this is pretty much vandalism, but you'll see a lot of these kinds of stuff everywhere in the Czech Republic. I'm just willing to show this because it doesn't really have anything that says um, mean things or you know, the vulgar things. So hopefully there's nothing here that will be censored somewhere. But yeah, that's quite a common sight over here. And it's pretty. It's not just, you know, it's not just handwriting or messing things up. They will have colors, they will have formats, and they will have patterns, so it's still nice to look at somehow. Vandalism,
Yeah.
typical in Czech.
Sometimes it's hired vandalism, where they pay the sprayers to make a wall look nicer. But it's not this one. It's a really strange weather.
Yes, the sun is out.
Yeah.
It's a bit windy. It's snowing and it's icy. So it's a combination of
And it's cloudy at the same
yeah,
time.
it's a really smorgasbord of weather patterns. Should I say weather patterns?
Weather pattern?
Or, but you know what I mean, guys. I'm not a meteorologist, so I don't know if I said that correctly. Please do not criticize me.
Is it?
You can try to enlighten me, but please don't say mean words.
Is it meteorologist?
Yeah, the ones who study weather.
And who's the one who studies meteors?
Aren't they astrophysicists or something?
Maybe.
Space scientists? Not sure. And just like what we told you earlier, guys, it doesn't matter what the weather is. Czech people will run or walk and just do exercise. But it's so funny that there was a piece of news that Ponce and I found where it is said, what, a fifth or a quarter of Czech males are overweight.
1/6, I think.
Oh, 1/6. Okay.
One of the highest
In the obesity.
highest number in
Yeah.
in the Europe.
So I find it a little bit strange because oftentimes I would see them running, cycling, walking, in the gym, playing different kinds of sports. So I was quite surprised to find out that 1/6 of Czech males are overweight.
I think it's because of the beer.
Yeah, but I guess more of the obese people are outside of the city, probably.
Could be, yeah. But there's not really much to do besides drinking.
And they also bring out their babies even if the weather is like this,
Yeah.
as you can see here. One running child and another one inside the pram. Run, child,
And
run.
I also used to like running in the winter, especially when there was snow.
Oh, of course.
So it feels nice when the ground is soft.
Tereza to vlastně jediný, který paty nemá, Jonáš taky ne.
See, now it's windy. This is cray. Really, it's cray. The weather is cray. gray. Hence, you need to make sure. I mean, you can last through winter. It is cold, and I can attest to that because I'm not used to this weather. We're going through this flop
No,
farm.
no. We would get stuck
I know.
because
The
this
soil is
yeah.
soft.
and it would get stuck on our shoes.
Mhm. So, in order for people to just last through winter, is make sure you have the right kinds of clothes. It doesn't have to be the bulky ones that will really make you feel warm, but layering is the key. You need to make sure you put on enough layers, and the reason for layering is so that once you get inside a warmer building or a warmer apartment or a warm restaurant, you can still remove some of those layers, and you're not going to feel like you're exposing yourself. So for example, you put on a shirt, a sweatshirt, and then a jacket. At least when you go inside the restaurant and the restaurant is warm enough, you can remove the jacket, and then if it's still too warm for you, you can remove the sweater and you still have a shirt, rather than just wearing a thick sweater and putting on a coat, and then once you get into a warm place, you remove the coat, but the sweater is still too warm for you, and you can't remove anything anymore because it's either you're going to show off your bra or you're going to show off your hairy chest. So to avoid that, layering is the key. And this pretty much is Prague. Well, one part of Prague. This is what? Prague. It's weird the way their district is split because they belong to Prague 11, but when you look at their postal code, it's somewhere in Prague 4. So I will leave that explanation to Honza.
I don't understand it either.
Explain yourself, because
I can't. I also didn't understand it.
But are we really in Prague 11 or Prague 4?
Well, officially there are only 10 districts, but you also have, I guess, sub-districts, which have their own mayors and the local government, or the local decision makers, but it's still a part of the bigger district in some cases, like for deliveries for the postal services.
Because now there's 15, right? Until Prague 15, or is there Prague 16 now?
I think
Or 18?
even more, 18.
Yeah, this is a different version of their apartment blocks. This looks a bit more modern compared to the ones that we have, because the ones that we have, they've been there during the communist era, I guess.
Socialist.
Oh, socialist. Sorry, my bad.
It's okay.
And
Not much difference.
it's a very typical for every apartment block to have playgrounds for kids like this one. It just depends on how it looks like. But yeah, there will always be this small area, this small piece of land that becomes a child's paradise. As you can see, they have seesaws, slides, Sometimes they have swings also. It depends on the administrator of the apartments. And no, guys, they don't have any air conditioning in this country.
Very few households.
As we said earlier, it's this is what a Saturday looks like in a lot of places here in Prague, whether it's the main city center or in the city center or in suburbs like this. It's quiet, not a lot of people are outside, very few cars are driving because people are just either staying in or they're in their family cottages outside of the city. And yes, a lot of Czech people have dogs.
True.
From the smallest dog to the biggest dog, they love dogs.
Mhm.